Hello everyone, welcome to Banu Chemistry Concepts YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss few chemistry concepts in our daily life. Why half-boiled egg will not taste the same as a fried egg? What is the chemistry behind the browning of bread? Which chemical compound gives basmati rice a characteristic smell and flavor? Then, what is the chemistry behind pleasant flavor, aroma, that is smell, and brown color of many baked food items? Does consuming roasted potato chips and toasted bread causes cancer? The answer for all these questions comes from Maillard reaction. What is Maillard reaction? During cooking a variety of foods, a series of chemical reactions takes place between amino acids or proteins and reducing sugars like glucose in the food, producing numerous new molecules that are responsible for the distinctive flavor, color, and smell. This is known as Maillard reaction. Melanoidins, which are formed in this Maillard reaction, acts as brown pigments, giving brown color to the cooked food. You see in this picture the aroma and flavor of coffee, the smell and flavor of chicken, and color of the fried chicken, and the brown color of the bread all comes from Maillard reaction in the foodstuff. This reaction can take place very slowly at room temperature, but occurs very rapidly at high temperatures, that is above 150 or 140 degrees centigrade. This reaction is one of the forms of non-enzymatic browning reaction. In general, the browning reactions of food can take place by two mechanisms. One is enzymatic browning, number two, non-enzymatic browning. In last video, we discussed about the enzymatic browning by polyphenol oxidase enzyme, which is responsible for the freshly cut fruits to turn into brown color. Today, we will discuss about one of the forms of non-enzymatic browning reaction, that is Maillard reaction. The other non-enzymatic browning reaction is caramelization, which we can discuss in the coming videos. Caramelization is a browning reaction formed by heating sugars. Why this is called non-enzymatic browning reaction? Because the melanoidins formed in the cooked foods are without the support of enzymes. That is the reason it is called as non-enzymatic browning reaction. You can see in this picture, this is enzymatic browning of banana, and this is non-enzymatic browning of bread. Then, what are the factors affecting Maillard reaction? Maillard reaction takes place in almost every food we cook, but produces different varieties of flavor and smell depending on the chemical constituents in the food. That is, the reducing sugars and proteins in the food, temperature, pH, and method of cooking, and time taken for cooking, and exposure of food to oxygen in the air. High temperatures speed up the evaporation of water in the foodstuff. As food dries, the sugar and proteins become more concentrated. This results in an increase in the rate of Maillard reaction. In simple, high temperatures always favors Maillard reaction. That means in high temperature, the browning of foodstuffs takes place very faster. Low moisture levels and high pH conditions, that means high basic conditions, promotes this Maillard browning. Next, what are the products with the Maillard reaction? This reaction is responsible for different colors, flavor in foods such as browning of roasted or grilled meat. You can see in this picture, the bottommost all the pictures are raw forms of the foodstuff, and the topmost pictures are after cooked. Fried onions smell and flavor comes from this Maillard reaction. The roasted coffee flavor is due to this reaction. Toasted bread, fried dumplings. In local language, kajikaya is an example for dumpling. It also uh, will be in brownish color. Cookies and other darkened baked foods are the products with this Maillard reaction. Here you can see from these pictures, this is a raw chicken and this is grilled chicken. Observe the brownish color, and as well as the flavor will definitely changes. Observe the fresh onion and fried onion. See the change in color, as well as you can uh, face the smell during the frying process of onions. This is the fresh coffee seeds, and this is the coffee seeds which were roasted. You see in this last picture, this is the fresh bread, and this is the toasted bread. It will be very crispy in nature. What are the other products with Maillard reaction? This reaction also contributes to the brown color of the French fries and other crisps. See in this picture, this is the French fries. The golden brown color and flavor of the French fries comes from Maillard reaction. The color of beer and whiskey also comes from this Maillard reaction. Similarly, chocolate's color, aged dried milk or condensed milk are products with the Maillard reaction. You can see from these pictures the color of the beer as well. 2-acetyl 1-pyrroline is a molecule which is responsible for the characteristic odor and smell of the popcorn and the basmati rice. The very interesting point of Maillard reaction. Though Maillard reaction is responsible for the characteristic flavor, smell, and brown color of many cooked foods, but it also has a dark side. Then, what is the dark side of Maillard reaction? The dark side of this reaction is it produces acrylamide. a probable carcinogen in the food. What is a carcinogen? A carcinogen is a compound or substance which causes cancer. Acrylamide is a chemical substance that can be naturally formed from chemical reactions when carbohydrate rich foods like bread, potatoes are cooked at high temperatures for long time. This Maillard reaction gives flavor, color, and aroma. This is good for us. But acrylamide is formed as a byproduct in this reaction. This is the structure of the acrylamide, but this causes cancer. How this acrylamide forms in food? It can be produced when food stuffs are cooked. Cooked means roasted, baked, fried, grilled, or toasted at temperatures above 120 degrees centigrade, or this process is optimum in between 140 to 150 degrees centigrade. We do not intentionally add this acrylamide to the food, but this acrylamide is formed from the reactions between the reducing sugars and amino acid, particularly asparagine, in the which is present in many foods. You see, this is Maillard reaction. When it goes above 120 degrees centigrade, it gives flavor, color, and smell to the food. Apart from this, it also produces acrylamide, which is a probable carcinogen. But no need to worry up to now because the amount of acrylamide found in food is very low. But long cooking times at high temperatures produces more amount of acrylamide than short cooking times at low temperatures. Hence, it is suggested to go for short cooking times and low temperature cooking in our houses to minimize the formation of acrylamide while cooking the food stuff. Which products contain the acrylamide? Carbohydrate rich foods generally have high content of acrylamide. The examples are the roasted potato products like French fries, chips, etc., crisp bread and toast, many processed foods like cookies, cakes, rusk, biscuits, etc., breakfast cereals like cornflakes, oats, bran flakes, etc., and coffee contain maximum content of this acrylamide. See in the pictures, these three are breakfast cereals. One is cornflake, the other one is oat, the other one is bran flakes. Apart from the food, the acrylamide is also present in cigarette smoke. Does acrylamide causes cancer in human being? Scientific studies on rats and mice have shown that it is a carcinogen because it damages the RNA of DNA of cells. Some international organizations have made the following determinations about acrylamide. IARC, International Agency for Research on Cancer, describes it as a probable human carcinogen. US Environmental Protection Agency also classifies this acrylamide likely to be carcinogenic to human beings. As of now, there is no conclusive evidence to suggest the carcinogenic effect of this acrylamide in human beings, but it is always recommended to be aware of levels of exposure to this acrylamide and try to limit it whenever possible as a precautionary measure. How can the acrylamide levels in food be reduced? These are the few suggestive measures. Prefer boiling, steaming, and microwaving for cooking rather than grilling, roasting, toasting, frying, or baking. Because the grilling, roasting, toasting, frying, baking methods produces good amount of acrylamide levels in food. Always check for the duration of cooking and also temperature of cooking. As in previous slides I already explained, cook at low temperatures and also for shorter duration. Avoid storing raw potatoes in the refrigerator. Refrigeration increases the levels of free sugars in the potato. This in turn increases acrylamide levels during cooking. Limit foods that are high in acrylamide content like French fries, potato chips, coffees, cookies, toast, etc. Don't take these food items on regular basis. Soak tomato slices in water or citric acid solution before frying or roasting to minimize the acrylamide formation. If frying potatoes or toasting bread or frying chips, it is better to go for golden yellow color rather than dark brown color because the brown areas formed on the food will always contain more acrylamide content. You see in this picture, this is golden yellow color French fries. This is deeply turned, that is dark brown French fries. It is dangerous. This is toasted bread with light brown color. This is toasted bread with dark brown color. It is not suggestible. This is light brown chips. This is dark brown colored fried chips. It is not good for health. Try to eat healthy with a balanced diet. Balanced diet in the sense include maximum fruits, vegetables in your diet. Avoid cigarette smoking because it can lower exposure to this probable carcinogen acrylamide. Thank you very much and kindly subscribe my channel.